Hello grade 6s. Today what we're going to do is we're going to work on solving some percent problems. So let's start with a problem. I'm going to show you a framework for how you can solve these problems. We're going to mainly use kind of number lines for this, and I hope this is a good way to start. As you move to grade 7 and grade 8, you're going to actually solve these problems more mathematically, just with symbols and numbers. But right now, we're going to stick more to having a visual representation to it, where you can use a number line and a picture to help you solve. So let's read the question to start with. So today, a grade 6 class is planning a 240-kilometer bus trip to the mountains. At 75% of the way there, the students take a break in Canmore. How far have they traveled? So this is what I would like us to do. At one end of the number line, I want us to write 0%. At the other end of the number line, I want you to write 100%. Doesn't matter how long your number line is, but we want to show it 0%, okay? And we want to show it the other side 100%. Now, on the top here, I'm going to have my percents. On the bottom, I'm going to have my distances. So for example, if I've traveled 0%, I have traveled 0 kilometers. If I have traveled 100%, I have traveled, in this case, when we're the whole way there, we've made the whole trip, we have traveled 240 kilometers. So in this case, what we're interested is finding what is 75%. How far is that in kilometers? 0% is 0 kilometers, 100% is 240 kilometers. How much is 75%? Well, there's a couple ways you can do this. One way that you can do is you can think of, 50% is half. So what's the halfway mark between 0 and 240 kilometers? And the answer to that is half of 240 is 120 kilometers. Then you might be able to half it again. So if 0 to 120 is 50%, half of 50% is 25%, half of 120 kilometers is 60. So the question is, what is 75%? So you can see we're going up by 25%. And when we do that, you can see our distance goes up by, hoping you see this, say it now, 60s. So 60, 120. The next one is 180 kilometers. And then the last one gets them to 240 kilometers. So you can see how far have they traveled. They have traveled 180 kilometers when they arrive in Canmore. How much do they have left? They've only got 60 kilometers left. So that's just showing you how you could use percents to kind of tackle this problem. Let's look at one more. People often use 120 liters of water to take a shower. A low-flow shower can reduce water by up to 30%. How much water would you save if a low-flow shower head cut water use by 10%? So I'm going to just call this number 1. So there's kind of two parts here. How much would you save if you cut water use by 30%? So let's just quick do it. We're going to do the same process we did before. I'm going to use blue this time. So 0% on one end, 100% on the other end. Now, if I cut my water use by 0, you can see I haven't cut it at all. I'll reduce it by 0 liters, which is nothing. If I cut down 100% of my water use, I'm using 120 liters. If I got rid of all of it, 100% means all. That means I'll actually reduce by 120 liters. It would be very hard to reduce your water consumption by 120 liters. That would mean you would use no water. Okay? So what we can do here is, in this case, I'm interested in numbers like 10% and 30%. So what might be the best plan is if I cut this up by 10%. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's not a perfect number line, but it's close enough. Close enough. Now the question is, how much do these go up? Well, I've now cut 120 liters into 10 pieces. There's 10 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, how much does each jump get? And I'm thinking, you probably say, oh, I'm not sure right offhand. I could guess and check, or I could cut my 120 into 10 pieces by division and figure out how much I get. So right now 120 divided by 10 leaves me with 12. So if I cut 10%, that would be 12 liters. If I cut by 20%, it's up by another 12, which is 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120. So here's the two things that I need to check out. First one, if we cut our water by 10%, how much water would we save? We would save, in this case, 10% is 12 liters. So I could say I would save 12 liters of water. Second part of the question, how much would you save if you cut your water by 30%? You can see you would save 36 liters. So I'm hoping you see how this nice number line can help us determine how much percent you would save in these questions. Hopefully this gets you going. Have a great day, Denelda School, grade 6s.